Over 40 years ago, Dr. Hubert Benson of the Harvard School of Medicine's research found that a focused meditation labyrinth walk relieves anxiety, brings peace, and gives direction into life. The labyrinth walk is self-correcting. The therapy is in the walk. This walk can be a powerful tool in churches to deepen spirituality, for those in hospitals with post-traumatic stress disorder, in schools, especially with ADHD children, for those in recovery programs, even in a 4 by 8 foot solitary confinement cell. The program has not been used as a significant tool because labyrinths tend to be permanent rather than portable. This video will show how the Shark's Labyrinth can be walked by memory and how one who knows the walk can lead others from anxiety into peace and direction.
And that's good. All I'm trying to say is that to be able, from memory, to walk 90% of a Shark's Labyrinth has never been done before. No one knows anybody who has ever walked a Shark's Labyrinth by memory, because they started out trying to memorize it.
Oh, memorize all the hooks and crannies?
Yeah, and it's set up to mess you up. You cannot do it. That's why no one's ever done it, because they don't know that they've already got it within them, but they don't know the foundation there.
Yeah.
This is the design of an 800-year-old labyrinth in Chartres Cathedral, France. The Chartres is the gold standard for labyrinths. It cannot be walked by memorizing it. It can be walked by finding the design already in our memory. Here is how to discover what we already know. The Chartres Labyrinth is made up of 4 shuffles. They make up about 95% of the labyrinth. The shuffle is in the shape of an H. Straighten the H out and we can recognize it from our memory. We add connecting lines to the H and walk it from memory. When we reach the end of the walk, we go back the way we came.
Now, this has been scientifically researched by the Harvard School of Medicine, Dr. Benson. And he's not a spiritual person necessarily, he's a medical doctor. And he said that if you do a focused meditation walk, it relieves anxiety and brings peace and direction to your life. And so we're going to do that, and you'll follow me. You don't have to worry where you're going, just follow me. But we'll start with the focus. So focus on something. Could be something in the past. Maybe it's something that you never dealt with, but you don't dare tell anybody about. It could be something current that you're just driving you nuts. Or it could be something in the future that, oh my God, I'm so worried about this. And so you want to focus on that as we go in. Follow us in the line, all right? Focusing on that issue. And you're really talking to God, and you tell it to Him. And if you tell Him, He knows it, and you know it. And if you don't tell Him, He knows it anyway. Okay, now I want you to think about that event. I want you to think about the fact that there are times that you have felt that distress more than other times. Would you say that's true? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think about that time when you felt more distress. Now, it's also true that if you are in a high mood, you're going to feel different about that event than if you're in a low mood. So that means that that event is not creating your distress. Because if it was, you'd feel the same distress all the time. You put your hand on a hot plate, I don't care if you're high mood or low mood, you can get the same burn. But this thing, you got it, didn't you? Huh? This thing, when you think about it, sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. So it's nothing with what you're thinking. So we want to, a lot of times when they do power positive thinking, you got this old negative thought, so you try to get a good thought about it too. But what we want to do here is we want to change that thought. We want to change that thought. So as we're coming out, I want you to think about what difference it makes if you're feeling God's peace. See, it'd be possible to feel God's peace and still think about that. All right, here we go. Think about, ponder it, let the Spirit move with you. What I'm trying to say is, people, I don't know a person who's not looking for spirituality.
Well, and then
it's not like there's a group of 10%.
For 15 minutes a day, doing this in the privacy of your home or your backyard or the park near your house. I mean, this is a lovely way to bring to prayer things that are on your heart.
And you can pray the prayer and do the loop once you get used to it.
Right.
Then what happens is that you don't have to do this every day, because you begin getting in touch with that presence within you. And you'll have that peace longer as you do it. And so you might do it 3 times a week or so. When you don't do it, you lose it, and then you got to start all over again. So you don't want to lose understanding, getting in God's presence when you're out.
Never try following the design. You'll get lost. This walk covers 2 shuffles going into the center of the labyrinth. We repeat the walk a second time that covers coming out of the labyrinth. A person who knows the H design can lead a group that does not know the walk. The walk focuses on an issue that causes us disturbance on walking in. Coming out, we meditate on the difference. Feeling at peace changes our original thought. At the end, each person in the group has a chance to share any insights they might have had.